These puppies, they're racing fast. They have no idea the doom that looms overhead. Yowza. See ya. The Scarecrow's like, I don't know if I can dance anymore after witnessing this kid just jump off of this platform. Okay, let us begin our chorus as a bee tries to kill you. Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. This is motivation, guys. This is what it's all about. Clocktown is great. I love everybody there, even the toilet hand. Termina is just an awesome setting in general, but when time ticks down and we face Skull Kid with the fate of the world in our hands, I'll have the strength to win if it means these puppies will live on to race. And here we are at the Doggy Racetrack, being mauled by these cute little pups. This is it, guys. We are kicking off one last 3-day cycle to finish up the rest of these quests, get some rewards, and next time we will have our face-off with the final boss and grab that last mask. But to start, we're going to be doing probably my favorite side quest in the entire Zelda series, the dog races. What do you want? This is Mamamoo Yan's Doggy Racetrack. Just like the sign says, do you want to try a dog race? The minimum bet is 10 rupees, if you can even afford it. Will you still try? Not quite yet. Oh, really? So if we wear the different transformation masks, she will have different dialogue that's pretty funny. I wanted to show you guys. The woman from the Doggy Racetrack, she's always a little condescending. I noticed that. So if we talk to her with the scrub, she'll say, oh, well, actually, I don't think this is a good idea. I mean, look at you. You know what doggies do to trees, don't you? Apparently, they try to kill him, but she's probably implying that that we might get watered by them. But maybe the scrub will sprout a few feet or something. That wouldn't be too bad if he grew a little bit. Oh, well, actually, I don't think this is right for you. If the doggies see a face like yours, they think they'll all roll over and play dead. So they're afraid of the Goron, and then, last but not least, oh, actually, I don't think I could let you play. If the doggies smell you, I don't think I'd be able to pull them away. For some reason, they love that sweet sea smell. Okay, so let's race here. First then, go in and fetch the doggy that you think will run the fastest and bring it here. So, there are 14 different dogs to choose from. You could pick one at random and just, hedge your bets, take your chances. But there is a way to figure out how these little guys will do. I'm gonna wrangle them all up as the Zora here to make it easier. If you pick them up while wearing the Mask of Truth, you can get a little insight about their chances. Ruff, I can't predict the future, so I don't know how I'll do. Let's see what this guy says. Ruff, today I feel like I can win. He's a liar. And over here, ruff, today I should do pretty well. We're gonna go with this guy, but basically, how you can tell is the little sound they make. Ruff, I'm here for my wife and child. There's no way I'll lose, or I want to go with this one. But if they'll make different sounds to start, most of these guys are saying rough, which is what you want to go for. That's the best one. Those are the front runners. If they say rough, I should do all right. Just saying rough means they'll probably be in the middle of the pack. And if they happen to say, come here, you little pup, whine, oh, my belly hurts, ugh, I feel terrible. If they say who whine, that means they will probably be in the back, so don't go with those. You can go back in, I'm tired, I'm gonna take the day off tomorrow. Can dogs do that? If you go in and out of this place, you can get different, stuff that, chances, basically, so you can retry. I'm too old for this, my right leg hurts, the hind one. Poor little guy. I know there's one of these guys that does say something about the moon, but we might not be able to find him here. There's so many pups. They're all running around and smelling each other. Why in my head? I stayed up too late. I shouldn't have been barking at that moon all night. Okay, so we are going to go with the golden child, the chosen pup. This one is most likely, as long as it says rough, most likely to get first or second place for you. The indigo one that thought he was going to do good usually starts okay, but tends to lose, so don't go with that one. Is this doggy fine? Yes. If the dog you brought me takes first place, you get triple your bet. Second place gets doubled. If the dog you've chosen places third through fifth, you'll break even and get back however much you bet. If your dog does any worse than that, you'll lose whatever you bet. So we're going to bet at least 80 here, which is what I recommend, because even if you get second place, you'll get at least 150, which is what you need to get the piece of heart. You can win a couple races in a row if you're lucky, and you can predict the right pups to get that 150, but it's better to just win it all. Okay, the indigo pup is in the lead and the gold pup's in the back. These puppies, they're racing fast. They have no idea the doom that looms overhead. And aren't we all just puppies in this race called life? We're just trying our best, just running the course. Some of us are gold, some are indigo, but we're doing our best to just run as long as we need to and keep going, because that's what it's all about, guys. And will my golden puppy win? There we go. Didn't mean to make a metaphor for life from the puppy races, as cute as they are, but there we are. Well, take me for a walk and call me Spot. You took first place, first place. You win triple the amount of your bet. That's 240 rupees. Nice going. Your overall winnings fall into the 150 rupees or more category, so you get a bonus prize too. All right, with our creepy mask on, we've got a heart piece, and we have won the doggy race. We won big at the doggy race. We got a heart piece as a bonus prize. Okay. Do you want to race again? Unfortunately, no. Oh, really? There is a chest back there if you need more money. On top of the awning, you can climb up on the fence as the Zora, or, even sprout a magic bean to get over there, or use the hook shot, but it has a purple rupee on it. Now, there's a few pictures of dogs here that I thought were funny, but also if you look, it looks like there's rules against throwing bones to distract the dogs. This almost looks like don't throw trash at the dogs or something, and you can win plenty of rupees. And we did. We got a bunch of cash, and we are out of here. That cash is going to be coming in handy in a second. Oh, Epona! She came here to say goodbye, guys. Not really. I rode over here on her because I wanted to say goodbye to my favorite little foal. Oh, look at her. We don't really need to do anything else with Epona in this game, but we'll see her in Breath of the Wild and other Zelda games. Goodbye, my sweet horse. We have a moon to stop. All right, so we're going to finish up the stuff that we have to do in Clocktown. Only a few things. We got most of it done last episode. But I did want to show you guys the lottery shop over here. We don't need to get a heart piece from it, but I haven't really gone in here yet, and I figured it's worth showing because it has a clever little mechanic that involves time traveling. Link can be a little sneak thief and figure out the numbers for the lottery beforehand. Would you like the chance to buy your dreams for 10 rupees? Pick a set of any 3 numbers. If you choose correctly, you'll win 50 rupees. Only one chance left. Well, I'll buy it, and I just happen to think that maybe the numbers 106 will be the right ones. We will announce the selected numbers here. We'll do it tonight from 6 to 11. Your lottery ticket is good only through tonight. So you can come here anytime from 6 a.m. to just before 6 p.m., and pick your numbers. They're different each day, and they'll be different in your game as well. But if you play through and see, you can try your luck, and then when you lose, you'll learn the right numbers, which you can then use to win. But you only get 50 rupees, technically 40 at it, because you pay the 10. So it's not really worth it. If you want money quick, I suggest going to ancient Ikana Canyon, going right in the entrance, wear the GEKKO mask, or one of the other masks that make the Re-Dead dance, and then just, slice them. You'll get 60 to 80 rupees in about 20 seconds. It's a great way to grind for the 5,000 that we need to deposit. And I'm going to give that to the last 100 or so here to this guy so we can get our extra heart piece. What's this? You've already saved up 5,000 rupees. Well, little guy, I can't take any more deposits. Sorry, but this is all I can give you. There we go. You'll probably get a lot of rupees along the journey through Majora's Mask, but if you need extra ones, there's chests around Clocktown. I think the best way, though, is to do that Ikana Castle grind, because it doesn't take that long. Okay, so before we get out of here, we got a few other things to do. There is this little scrub here. Wait, hold on. We're going to talk to him a little more in a second. You guys probably remember him from the beginning of the game. This is my private property. Don't try using it when I'm not around. So he's part of a big side quest that involves a bunch of other business scrubs all around Termina, and we're going to start that in a second. But first, over here, I'm going to grab Don Gero's mask. We're finally doing this big quest with the Frog Choir, starting here.
Ah, Don Gero, it's been so long. What has brought you all this way? Could it be you came all this way looking for me? Ah, you need not say a thing. Upon seeing that face, I understand. I see, but I had heard that it was still winter in the mountains. When spring comes, I shall definitely go to the mountains, so let us meet again. Until then, I'm just gonna poof away. So that is our first frog of the 5 that we need to talk to. There'll be one sitting there in the pond when spring comes, so we will have to defeat Goat one more time here. And this is one of those quests that I never really liked because you have to go back in a few of the dungeons again to make it possible. There's 2 geckos out there that are secretly part of the choir,
And we will do those. It's actually not as long or intensive as I thought, so it's not the worst side quest in Zelda history, but it is a little tedious. Before we leave, though, let's talk to this little guy. Hey, how you doing? I want one, too. Oh, sorry about that. We're wearing our buddy hood. If you want to pass through here, so we have our secret code already, and if you forget it, it should be in your quests in your bomber's notebook. And there we go. That'll be different in your game as well, most likely. We're going to the Astral Observatory. There's lots of cool stuff at that telescope guy's place. So yeah, and Bomber Secret Society of Justice forever. It's been so long. This was like one of the first things we did when we were still stuck as a scrub. We had to go through here. But there's a few things we need to do at the observatory before we finish up, and I'm not going to get jump scared by this Skulltula on the way over. That kept happening, but I remembered he's here. Okay, let's go, go, go. So before we even get to where the old man is over here, we can talk to the Scarecrow. Now, you could go into the trading post in West Clocktown, born and raised. So you could go there if you want to do, talk to the Scarecrow, but it's easy, to just do this on the way if you're doing this quest. Oh, baby, that's a nice thing you got there. Let me hear a song you wrote on that. This is a completely original song, guys. Do not steal. There we go. No, that's the beginning of Saria's song. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a nice tune, baby. By the way, I know of a mysterious song that allows you to admit. Well, we know all this. No thanks. Oh, sorry, too bad. Okay, see you later, baby. So we need the Scarecrow song for a few heart pieces. He's gonna go hide in the soil there with those turnips and carrots that for some reason this guy's able to grow inside. But he's a man of science. Maybe he made it possible. Well, if you're a child I've never seen in town before, you're a new friend of the bombers, blah, 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 blah. So this is all, stuff that he said before, so I'm going to get through it pretty quickly. We're going to gaze into the telescope here and look up, zoom in on this little jerk. We're coming for you, Skull Kid. We're going to beat you here in a big battle not too long from now, but, until then, I'll let him spank his little bottom like a weird monkey one final time at me, because we need that Moon's Tear to get this quest going here. There he goes. You cheeky little imp. But we'll have our revenge in a second. Okay, so we're going to go out the door here. Okay. Out here, we're going to grab the Moon's Tear, and if you remember, we can trade that to the scrub. Originally, we needed that Deku flower so that we could actually even get to the clock and, set the events in motion that would start the beginning of the game and turn us back into a little boy. We're going to soar back over there. So we're going to trade him this Moon's Tear, but that's actually not the last time we're going to see this guy. He has a heart piece involved, and not, indirectly through his deed. So I'm going to go over and talk to him real quick. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Sure. Keep hearing about a stone called a Moon's Tear. It's supposed to be the shiniest stone in the world. We'll give this to him. This is all stuff we've done before as well. And he kind of hints that maybe we should try trading this deed to another scrub. Give it to me. It's for his wife, though, so even though he seems greedy, he's got his heart in the right place. Nice souvenir for her. Okay, so now that we have the title deed, he's going to leave, but that's not the last we'll see of him. We have to go back into the observatory one last time, so I'll cut when we get there, and we're next to that old man again. Okay, so we're going to gaze through his telescope one more time here, and I'll actually speed this up. You pretty much just have to wait for the business scrub, there he is, to show up, and eventually he will fly down into this hole, but it takes him a little bit, so I'm going to speed it up for you guys. And there we go. He just blew skidooed right in. And, I don't know. This actually updates our quest, so we know that was important. Follow that scrub. Gaze through the telescope in the Astral Observatory and saw Clocktown's business scrub. Find out where he's flying off to. So we are going to warp our way out of here. I think we can do that from inside. And we'll head back to the base, owl statue. We gotta be outside to do it. We're gonna head back to the owl statue there and set off. We are done in Clocktown for the most part, till we have to come back a little later on to fight that Skull Kid. Nothing major, just the final big boss of the game and the last awesome mask. So if we leave Clocktown here, we've got a few things we can do around before we head to any of the 4 areas that have the rest of those heart pieces we need. So I'm gonna head to the north first and try to do this one little quest, which isn't too tough. It just involves traveling to a few different locations, the first of which is right over here. If you drop into 4 grottos around the Termina field area, you'll find these gossip stones, and there'll be 4 of them, but one of them will be larger than the others. And you need to go to all these and make them all the same color. So just play the Sonata of Awakening, and it will turn this big one green. And then you just have to do it with the rest of them. So it's basically just finding these grottos. And after this one, I will speed up the rest, but show you guys where they are, of course. All right, so that's the first one there. Now, the grotto that we watched the business scrub go in, that's going to be important in a second. So that stone is a different color. We're going to go do that. It can, kill 2 gossip stones with 1 bird, or wait. Do 2 things at once if we head over towards the observatory, because the little gossip stone grotto is right near the one where the business scrub is hanging out. And make sure you have a lot of rupees when you're going around here. You're going to earn a lot by doing some of these heart piece quests, but this is going to be pretty expensive in here. So we found the business scrub. He's hanging out. How you doing, buddy? This is his little secret grotto. Ah, what are you doing here? This is my secret storage unit. It's a problem if you come in here without permission. Please, I'll sell you a heart piece if you just keep this place a secret. Now, he'll offer it for 150 rupees, but if you say no thanks, no good. In that case, you leave me no choice. You can bargain it down to 100, and there we go. So we've got another heart piece, and we'll move on. He's not going to stay in here, though, because this little kid knows where he's keeping all his wares, whatever those are, and he's going to move on. This is probably where he's hiding all of his gifts for his wife. It's not that I don't believe you, but just to be safe, I'm moving my storage. You hurry up and get out of here, too. All right. So we're going to go hit the other 3. Not hit. We don't want them to make weird noises and stuff, but we'll play a song to the other 3 gossip stones, and I'll do a quick little time lapse so you guys can see where they are before we move on to more exciting things. We have played our little ditty for all 4 of these stones, and that is it. They stretch very strangely. I don't quite understand it, but we got our piece of heart, and we're ready to move on. So the title deed that we got is going to be very useful to trade with a bunch of other scrubs, and there are 4 other ones. There we go. So we finished the 4th one and got our piece of heart. So we're going to do a little bit of flying around here. And first off, we'll head to the swamp. They also sell some good stuff. And the first one that we're going to encounter is going to sell magic beans to scrubs only. We have to give each of these the deed with the race that we got, from the area that we got it from, basically. So you're kind of like, hey, I'm a scrub. You want to move to this land? Or, hey, I'm a Goron. You guys will see. But before you give the deed away, you could try to sell it or buy something from this guy. So let's buy something, will you? We'll get some magic beans here. We only need one little bit of it to get a heart piece, 1 pod. But we'll grab that while we're here. Thanks for stopping by. So he's got to focus on Deku Scrub clientele. I want to do business at the palace, but there's this big octopus, and nothing could really be done about it. So set up shop here, so we can buy some magic beans for only 10 rupees. And then we will turn back into Link and talk to him to wheel and deal. Oh, I sell magic beans to Deku Scrubs, but I really like to leave my hometown. I'm hoping to find some success in a livelier place, but to open a business in another place, you need to go through the proper channels first. Do you know what I mean? So he wants to go to Clock Town. Everybody wants to go where they're not. Oh, that's a town title deed. I wish he'd let me have that. Give you this land in return. Deal? So we're getting the real estate here with the flower, but what we really want is the heart piece sitting on top of the tourist center. So there we go. He's going to move out. I'm going off to town right now. I'll leave the rest up to you. So he's flying away with this cool propeller hat. Nintendo loves the propeller head things. Like Mario, there's the power-up that has that propeller mushroom. And yeah, I don't know. Things that fly with their hair or their head. Dixie Kong. There we go. Okay, so we just fly up here and grab this. And while we're here, there's a little friend we can meet. I'm gonna switch to Zora. Oh, no. We'll put us right back up here. That's okay. Zora Link is tall enough to pretty much walk through most of this. Oop, except he can't quite take a fall. So we're gonna make our way through this shallow swamp water. We don't have to go into the grape juice anytime soon, but we will be back to Woodfall not too long from now because we gotta get a GEKKO. But before we do that, there is a log over here that we can climb on and put on Don Gero's mask because there's a frog here. So let's do this real quick. Oh, Don Gero, it's been so long. What's brought you all this way? Could it be? Came all this way looking for me. Okay, so he's gonna say the same thing basically, and he'll meet us there as well. He did a ninja smoke bomb, and he disappeared. Okay, now rather than walk all the way, back there, as we have a frog pushing on our head, he's like blocking our eyes out and putting his weird frog fingers in Link's nose. We're gonna fly back to the owl statue, not too far away, but this saves a little bit of time because we want to head out of here and go to the other shooting gallery. Now, the one in Clocktown with the Octoroks, not too tough. This one is quite a bit more challenging. You can get 2 rewards, one of which is the heart piece, just like pretty much the same setup as the other one, and the fishing hole is over here too, so we'll be back to here in one of the bonus episodes. But this is the shooting gallery we want to go to, and it has those 2 rewards. Now, to get the first one, you need to get a perfect. You need to hit every one of these little creatures that we're about to shoot at, and you have to get over 2,180 points to get the heart piece after that. Oi, mate, what do you want to play? 1 game's 20 rupees, okay. He might be actually from Boston sounding from some of the stuff he says. To rouge to me game or a piece of cake. Shoot at the targets from atop the platform. You gotta hit them all. That's all there is to it. It ain't proper with a control stick. You won't hit any of them. Are you ready, mate? Yeah, maybe he's... I can't tell where he's supposed to be from, but he's got a little voice. Okay, so we're gonna go after these scrubs quickly. They will come back if you don't hit all of them, but you want to hit them all at first. And these 2 side ones, you get those early on because they are easier to hit when you first start out. It's not as frantic. A Wolfos will pop up over here. We can try to hit him as he runs across. Here we go. Hit all those scrubs, hopefully. Oh, we missed one. I'm going to try to get him here in a second. There he is. He pops back up again, even if you don't hit him right off the bat. Make sure you're getting all the Wolfos. Do not let them get away when you hear them popping up. There goes one. Get him, get him, get him. The Wolfos are worth a lot of points, so you want to make sure you're hitting them. And the more time we have at the end here, the better. Oop, trying to hit these Gways as they go by. Get him, get him, get him. And there should be another Wolfos coming, I think. Yep, he's back there. Let's get him. Get the rest of these scrubs very quickly. And that should be... Oh, wait, not quite it. There we go. And the Gways heading in. Yeah, this is a lot more active than the other shooting gallery. Almost done. There we go. And that is it. Okay. And we had a lot of time left over, so we should have ample points. All you have to do is get that perfect to get the first reward. We're gonna have to do it again though, so I will speed it up. But there we go. Quite a good score. Well, that's pretty darn good, mate. Perfect. Here you go. Take this, mate. Yeah, I don't think he's from... It's like, maybe sounds Bostonian. I think he's supposed to be Australian or British or something. Or a pirate. He's saying mate a lot. All right. Anyways, here we go. We got our bigger quiver. That's the biggest quiver in the game. And we completed the shooting gallery there. He's a little hard to understand, the man from the Swamp Shooting Gallery. Oi, tell your friends all about us, all right, mate? And we'll play this once again. I'll skip through it, though. Won't you play, mate? And we'll see you guys on the other side. All right, we did it. Had a little more time left over there, and it felt really good shooting down Gways. They're so annoying in the game. Okay, so yeah, all you have to do is get over the 2180 that you need to get the heart piece. But we did the overachiever's way and took a bunch down quickly. Okay, and we've got that piece of heart. We're ready to move on. There we go. Okay, so next we are gonna fly our way to Snowhead. Now that we're done with the swamp for the most part. We will, oh wait, let's, before we go too far here. Oh, we'll be back. Never mind. Look at Link's. He's a little tired after all that shooting. We'll be back to the swamp. I just meant to say that we'll be back a little later on to fight that GEKKO. Almost forgot. Got to get those frogs. Okay, so we're flying over to Snowhead before we go in and beat Goat and bring Spring back to the mountain here. If we go backwards a little bit, remember we learned the Scarecrow song, or we composed it in a way. Thanks, Koji Kondo. We're gonna go back over here, make this little jump, and then stop, because if you look with your lens of truth, look with your special lens, we're gonna head over onto these little platforms. Be careful of the icy geese flying around. And if we do grab our hook shot, could probably take it down here before it attacks us and is a jerk. There we go. Okay, so we'll make our way over here and then grab your hook. Oop. Before we grab our hook shot, we're gonna play, there we go, whatever song you came up with for the Scarecrow song. Doesn't have to be that one. He'll pop up over here, and there we go. Just have to aim at him, and we will basically be stuck on this little spot unless we jump off, then we'll teleport back over. That is a little faster. I'll just do that. Yowza! See ya! The Scarecrow's like, I don't know if I can dance anymore after witnessing this kid just jump off of this platform. Okay, so I'm gonna head in to Snowhead Temple and quickly beat Goat. I'll spare you guys that since you've seen it before. I'll see ya right after. Okay, spring has come to Snowhead Mountain, and there's a frog right behind me.
Oh, I've been waiting for you, Don Gero. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but it looks like you've lost a little weight.
How big was this frog?
As you can see, Don Gero, the long winter has ended and spring has finally come to these mountains. Let us begin our chorus as a bee tries to kill you.
Oh no. 2 more frogs, and they're both geckos.
Unfortunately, it seems not all of our members have gathered. Perhaps it is because winter is too long. The rest of the choir must not have realized the spring has come to the mountains. And when the great Don Gero is coming for us, too. What a pity. Where in the world could the rest of the choir be, and what could they be doing?
Probably evil deeds in dungeons. Okay, so we'll get back to that. I wanted to show you guys what happens when they try to sing and it fails. It's kind of cute. So on our way here, now that this is melted, there is another heart piece that we could not get before since we were originally in this area without the Zora mask. But if we dive down here on our way to the Goron village, it's a chest, which of course has what we're looking for, a piece of heart. All right, and we are getting almost, towards the end. We're missing 3, and the last full heart container is going to be on the in the final dungeon. I don't want to spoil it yet for you guys, but it's in a certain place that's real cool. Okay, but we'll get that in the next episode. We're gonna finish up all the other containers in the end of this one, though, so we'll be ready to go with the last few things that we can only get in that dungeon. Now, back in the village here, there is another business scrub, and if we talk to him as a Goron, he's specifically selling to us.
Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing business with a focus on a Goron clientele, and that, sir, makes you a customer.
Right now, I've got a special trade-in offer just for you. I'll give you my biggest bomb bag, regularly priced at 1,000 rupees. In return, you'll give me your big bomb bag and just 200 rupees. Are you interested? Sure. So there we go. Now we have the biggest quiver and the biggest bomb bag. Don't necessarily need it, but I'm getting all the little items as we go along here. Okay, we got our low price, 1/5 the price. He's probably overselling anyways. Thanks again. Now, if we talk to him as a scrub, though, remember we have that swamp land title deed, and he will specifically want that.
Thanks for stopping. Who'd have thought I'd meet a fellow Deku in a place like this?
I sell bomb bags, but I'm focusing my marketing efforts on Gorons. What I'd really like to do is go back home and do business where I'm surrounded by trees and grass, but I can't open a business back home without following the proper procedures, you know what I mean? So we'll give him the swamp title deed. Yeah, all these guys, they really want to just, go back where the other dude was. There we are. And now we've got, you guys saw that, hopefully. If you really want to look at it, you can pause it. It's the mountain title deed. Looks pretty much the same, but it's red. I'm going back to the swamp. And we can use his extra powerful Deku flower. I wonder why the flowers that look like they're more withered shoot you farther out of them. I don't know. But anyways, we're going to use this one to launch ourselves up to this cliff and grab a piece of heart. Beautiful cherry blossom petals there. Okay, and I think that is it for this area. We're now going to fly our way to the ocean. As you can see here, we're hitting bam, bam, bam places in a row. And we're going to fly over to the Great Bay Coast, where we will be using that magic bean that I bought quite a while back, a couple scrubs ago. I'm going to jump into my my Zora skin here, as creepy as that sounded. Okay, and we're going to swim our way over. Now, once it's past 10 p.m., I'm going to go back to Clocktown and get some Chateau Romani, because like I mentioned, this is our final 3-day cycle, not counting the bonus stuff where I'm going to show you beating the bosses with those, that one extra mask and fishing and stuff like that. But this is the last cycle we're going to do before the game is pretty much finished. So I'm going to get some Chateau Romani, and we can take that into the last dungeon. Over here, we do have some stuff going on with the cliff here. If we look around, there should be... Ooh, I went a little too far. Let me run over here past this creepy lake. There is a hookshot target that we can get on. Man, there's even one in the water, undulating. Blech. All right, and if we follow these along, you could do this earlier, but it is a little more involved because not only do you have to follow these targets along to the one spot over here, we are going to be planting our little magic bean in the ground, and then on top of that, we have to play the special song to help it grow. You don't need the spring water once you learn the Song of Storms, but you might not have this until pretty late in the game because of Ikana. All right, and let's ride this thing over to this ledge. And not only that, not the magic bean can't take us the full way. We gotta do the other use of the Scarecrow song. There are some other spots in the game where you can summon the Scarecrow, but they're not really necessary. Like there's one on the way to Stone Tower Temple where you can get some extra rupees and stuff. But this is the one that we want. Look at him dancing there. Got our heart piece. Okay. And now I'm gonna fly my way over to Zora Hall, because there are... Zora Hall sounds like somebody's name. So we're gonna jump over to there. There we go. Zora Cape. And in the hall, where that one guy is peeping in Lulu's room, there is a scrub also peeping, I guess. I don't know. He's just kind of living in there. I don't know why she lets him live in there. Whoa, got stuck on the wall. We'll be back here in just a second. But I'm going to go in here and grab this extra heart piece. So over here, we're past all these other rooms of the band members. All the way on the end is where you want to be. And we'll scare this guy away. There he is. Hey, what are you doing? Shut up, I'm busy. Don't talk to me. We gotta be Macau impersonator here, or else he won't leave the room. Shut up, I'm busy right now. Macau, you caught me. Lulu's been looking kind of weird lately. I was worried. Not like I was spying on her or anything. Not some kind of weirdo with some sort of slimy fish or something. But yeah, I just remembered I have to be somewhere. What time is it? Yeah, I have to be there. Like now. See ya. Okay. So we scared that guy away, and we just gotta talk to this little guy. If we do talk to him as a Zora, he's got special business for the Zora, of course. That's why he's here. And he could sell us... I'm awfully sensitive to the sea breeze, so I'm sorry, but I'd like you to rent this room to me. It's a messy room. Did something happen in here? Well, I really can't do anything about it. She was looking for her eggs. So we could buy a green potion. Don't really need that. But if we turn into a Goron, we have that mountain deed. There we go. From the mountains, I'm selling green potions, but I'm focusing on marketing efforts on Zoras. Actually, I'd like to do business somewhere where it's cooler and the air is clean, but to open a business in another place, proper channels and whatnot. Let's give him the mountain title deed and kick him out. There we go. And now we've got the ocean title deed, of course. You guys get the gist here. We only have one more to go, though. We're almost done. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. Yahoo! I'm off to the resort. The mountains are calling me. I guess there's no roof on this room. Maybe that's how he got in, because he's just gonna fly right out of here. You don't really get to see exactly how he gets out. Okay, so we'll put on our Deku mask, of course, and jump our way up. Thank you very much. And grab this. Now, this is the part of the video where I need to go fight the two GEKKO. There is one, the little mini bosses. There's one in Great Bay Temple, and the other's in Woodfall Temple. And they're not that tough to get to. They're actually pretty quick, and I'm gonna speed it up, just to save you guys the retreading of me going into a temple we've already done, fighting a mini-boss we've already done. But you guys can see... Oh, that pervert's running away. You guys can see the path that I take, even when it's sped up, so if you're gonna do this yourself, pretty quick though. But first, we're gonna need to play this song, and I'll see you guys after we beat this first GEKKO. And that's all she wrote. The light arrows do so much damage, makes real short work of these guys. There we go. And we'll grab Don Gero's mask one more time here. And that's one more, frog for the choir. Here we are. Okay, I'm gonna stop back at Clocktown and buy that Chateau Romani from the milk bar. After 10 p.m. you can go there until dawn, and it's 200 rupees, but I think it's worth it, especially because we're gonna take it all the way to the last dungeon. All right, so we're at Woodfall to get that last dang GEKKO. And before we do, I wanted to show you guys the Chateau Romani effects. There we go. Healed me, and now we have a blue magic meter. I think it used to actually glow in the old game, but now we don't have to worry about that. We're gonna head into the temple, and I did want to show you guys something that is unique. If you beat the temples and you come back, you don't have to play through the entire thing. Even though everything resets when you do a new 3-day cycle, you can get to the boss immediately by going to this little glowy Majora's Mask symbol right at the front. And there is a little bit of dialogue there, and we will be using those in the bonus episode. After we finish the game, I'll go back with that final awesome mask and take on all of the bosses again and just destroy them with it. But I wanted to show you guys what happens when we walk in here for the first time after beating it, and it activates this voice. You have challenged my mighty blade, courageous traveler of time and space, and time and of space. If thou art fearless, stand before me, that I might witness thy power once more. So depending on the boss, it'll be a little different. Like York talks about their powerful jaw and stuff like that. But Odowa has his blade, but he fell before my blade. All right, so we're just gonna nope right out of that. He's like, come challenge me. No, I'm going to fight a frog, and that I shall. Dead. Okay. So there we go. This quest that I thought was such a huge, annoying undertaking is actually pretty quick. You can get back to these guys very fast. And there we go. Just gotta talk to this last one here. There we are. Don Gero, blah blah blue. And he's headed back. All right. Now all we have to do is go talk to them back at the mountain. Remember, you can use the Song of Soaring to warp out of here, so you don't even have to walk back through this. And I'll see you guys in the mountain village for a nice little song. All right, guys. Sing me the song of your people. Well, if it isn't a great Don Gero, shall we sing once again? Aw. Beautiful. As Link just waves his hand. I guess that's how conductors do it. The conducting was spectacular, and all of our members rose to the occasion. This is how deeply we were moved by your spectacular conducting. There we go. We got our heart piece. Let us do it again sometime. So all that's left is 2 more things, guys. We're almost done. It's crazy. such a long journey. We're gonna warp over as the frog still sits on our head. I almost wonder if that is Don Gero, and he just, died in the mountains and was on a Goron. Anyways, we're going to Ikana Canyon. Don't think about it. Just keep smiling and keep playing. So there's 2 things left here. We're just gonna dive right off and head down there into the canyon. I guess this is actually the canyon itself over here, the river. And if we walk down this way, there's another scrub. Sakan usually is running around here, the thief, and you can kind of talk to him, and he'll try to steal something from you, and Tattle will attack him, and it's kind of funny. But yeah, he's off doing something. Oh, he's probably robbing that old lady. Anyways, here's the scrub, and if we just try to talk to him as a normal kid, he'll say, thanks for, all the good stuff. You should give up going to the far side of the canyon. That place is cursed. If you don't have something that drives away demons, they'll catch you. Rumor has it demons aren't afraid unless they see something that looks the same as themselves. Don't you need any blue potion in case you get cursed? 1 drink is 100 rupees. No thanks. Oh, really? You'll be cursed. He's really doing a hard sell. Okay, but if we talk to him as the Zora, of course. Thanks for stopping by. You're from the ocean, aren't you? He's trying to sell blue potion. Actually, I want to do business in the sea breeze. We're listening to the sound of the waves. But to open a business in another place, proper channels and whatnot, this is the last one here. There we go. If it isn't the ocean title deed, let me have that. Please, make my dreams come true. And he's going to give us a huge rupee. It's gold, and it's worth 200. That's a big deal. So again, if you need some extra rupees, we're going to get even more in just a second here with our last little quest. We got our 200 rupees. Oh, yeah, the nut brown beauties are waiting. Oh, I don't even know. Oh, he's talking about the tan. Okay, anyways. So he didn't give us the deed. He just left because we don't even need it. But we will be using this flower here to jump across. Also, grab my Mask of Truth because there is a gossip stone over there that has a little hint. Perfect teaser for the next episode. We're almost done, guys. 1 last heart piece after this one in this area. It does involve some nice fights. So that'll finish up the episode. There we go. And if we talk to this little guy, what do you got to say for yourself? Oh, the Fierce Deity's Mask, a mask that contains the merits of all masks, seems to be somewhere in this world. Or is it in this world? Okay, so we're going to dive in. That is the last mask, if you didn't already know, so far, and that's the only one we have left to get. I can just pretty much swim forever. I forgot. We have Chateau Romani, so we have unlimited magic. We're just going to dolphin but dive our way over here, past these little Octorok. All right, and past the bridge, if you explore a little further in the river, you can see this waterfall cave. This is what was alluded to back on Stone Tower Temple. The gossip stone on the way up there was talking about this place, not the spirit house. Secret shrine behind waterfall, now awaiting the challenges of bold visitors sure of their might. Hee. Okay, and I'm gonna grab my bunny hood here. Always good to have that ready to move around a little faster. So we've got 4 boss fights here that span the 4 dungeons that we've been to, and one will unlock every 4 heart containers you have, but you need 16 heart containers in all to challenge the whole thing, so you might as well wait until you've got that many. This is one of the only ones that has more of a requirement that's not like items for you to complete it. These weird little like sea serpent things, eels with the hearts in their mouths, are crazy. They look like they're from Monster Hunter. Yee. It seems somehow you have managed to send Ikana's wandering spirits to a peaceful rest, but outside of Ikana, there are still swarms of wandering spirits with lingering regrets. The ones in this room want to meet you again and have been waiting here for quite a while. Go see them if you feel like it. I'm sure they'll welcome you. So the bosses here, the mini bosses basically, are all trying to get their revenge on Link for him defeating them in the dungeon. The design in here is kind of cool too. There's like creepy masks and different things. First up, from the ocean, we have it's Wart. And this guy, he's one of the more annoying ones to fight because he's got all those little warts, for lack of a better word, the little bubbles, I guess. So I'm gonna grab some bombs here now that we have a big bomb bag, and I'll just kind of throw a bunch of these down all over the place because it does help to blast these little guys off of here. And you can even like drop one and then shield and they will explode without you taking any damage. Kind of a good way to get rid of some of these guys. Dropping a few of them around it, and then having one ready to kill the rest of them is good. You can also use a crazy spin attack. There we go, that's what we need. Once his eye is exposed, this is, you know, similar fight to before. Oh, his eye is back, blocked again. Yeah, this is what makes him a little rough to deal with. He's got all this stuff covering him. I should hopefully have a clear shot at his eye eventually. He's trying to hide it from me. So yeah, these are just kind of little quick retread boss battles in a way. The blast mask is also useful if you want to use that instead. Luckily we have so much health, otherwise this would be real frustrating. Jeez, it's already rough enough with them all trying to hit me. Let's just spin attack them. It'll be a little easier than trying to hit him with a bomb. There we go. Okay, get him in the eye. And get rid of the rest of these things on him. He's rough because his health is not actually the health of the, you know, he's got more to deal with than just his health itself. You gotta deal with all these little guys. There we go. Okay, now we're safe to try to hit him in his eye and not deal with these bubbles as much. There we go. All right, most of them are gone. I'm gonna focus on trying to take him down. I can't leave them alone at all. They'll just come right after me and he'll hit into me as well. There we go. We could hit him, you know? Let's try this. As long as we're gonna go crazy with this stuff. I wonder if we could hit him with the Great Fairy Sword. That would be cool. Oh, that'll do a lot of damage, but I'm not worried about it too much. Whatever we can hit him with is fine by me. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. A little rough to deal with all those little bubbles. I feel like I had a harder time with them now, but we only took a little bit of damage, so it's fine. And there's a cool little mat. Looks like something from Princess Mononoke or something. It's nice looking and creepy. All right, we got a silver rupee. So each of these bosses is gonna drop a chest with a silver rupee in it. So if you need, you know, to fill up your wallet, this is a quick way to do it. We gotta jump across these rocks or else we can't get over these as well. I'll go to this one next, which I think should be from the 4th dungeon. Yep, it's the Garo Master. All right, I'm gonna try my best here to get out of the way of him. Slice him with the Great Fairy's Sword. Look out, don't let him slice you. Here we go, and look, yeah, he'll retaliate really quickly. We gotta stay out of the way. There we go, get him, and he should go down pretty quick. We're not taking as much damage this time at least. Oh, jeez. Hit him quick. There we go. And he's done. Stay away from him, though, because he does have that bomb. And he explodes. To die without leaving a corpse is the Garo way, of course. Okay. I feel like the Wart I did better, or worse on, and the Garo Master I did better. But either way, he's gone. 2 left, and we're almost done, guys. We started with cute puppies, and we're finishing with a creepy, spooky dungeon with all these weird hanging faces. What a journey we've been on. I was thinking about the puppies again because they have that kind of metaphor of life. These are the Woodfall ones, the Dinolfos. But yeah, I was thinking about that and I was like, you know, we're all running our little puppy races, and maybe the puppies aren't, you know, if you're a puppy, you're not necessarily the hero of the story, but you are helping maybe another person along, and that's something that I think is a worthwhile achievement in life, even if you aren't, you know, the hero. You're not the link of the story, the hero in your own world. Maybe you can help someone else be the hero and along the way. So I hope that I'm a golden, well, not necessarily golden. I hope I'm a puppy for you guys to. It sounds so weird. To help you guys along the way, give you guys a heart piece to maybe aid you in your own quest. It sounds really corny, but anyways, just a thought that popped into my head, and I'm going with it. Please don't make fun of me in the comments. Okay. One last one here as we fight dinosaurs. I'm talking about being a puppy. And it's our old friend. I think this is either the 3rd or 4th time fighting old Wizzrobe. And it should be the last. Okay. Yeah, this boss is used way too much. This mini boss. Where is he? I thought I saw him over there. Oh, there he is. I thought I got out of the way and took him out. There he goes. Quick, quick, quick. Hit him with that. Light arrows do so much damage that they're one of your best bets to attack with, and there he is. Wait till he starts spinning. Is the strat, And where are you? He's gonna start leaving his after images though. He's been watching his Dragon Ball and training. He's still as weak as before. No, that's the real one, right in the center. Way to hide yourself, buddy. And I think we got one more hit on him, and he should be gone. He's right here. See ya. All right, let's look at this crazy scale again, how big he is. Link could like fit inside of his head. All right, that is gonna be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is the home stretch. This is gonna be our last heart piece before the final 4 in the last dungeon where we take on the big boss and beat the game. That wasn't it though, sorry, I lied. The heart piece will be out here. The day is about to end. I think we did all of this within the first day, so even though there's tons of side quests, you can get them done pretty quick if you put your mind to it. Ehehe, you really are an amazing person, Link. It seems you've somehow managed to heal their souls. Maybe I shall vanish soon myself. Well then, ehehe. He sounds like Midna, or she, I'm not sure. Laughing all the time. All right, so we're gonna grab the old heart piece from this chest and finish up. Thank you guys for watching. In one day, we completed a ton of side quests, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Thank you guys again. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. There we go, for the big, bad final boss. Goodbye.